Good morning, everyone. I would like to thank the Actuarial Society for the time. As we go through this panel discussion, I think we will get insights from fellow students. One, he was here, he's our alumni, and the other two are still here in the University of Zimbabwe, and they are already introduced. And to my far right, that's Kelvin Munyani, the guy who is taking actuarial exams as we are studying. So you will learn from him, how is he managing it, how is he doing it, because his IQ is on another level. If it was me, I would have failed 1,000 times. And then on the middle, that's Nicole Machipisa. She's an exceptional lady, and I'm hoping she will complete the exams anytime soon. Either I4 or any other exams, I'm hoping she will do that soon. And then close to me, that's Arthur Araujo. They used to call him Big Data when he was here in the University of Zimbabwe. I don't know now in the industry if he still holds that post. So you explain to us when I give you time, and please be listening attentively. It will be more like a discussion with these guys. So to start off, I'll start on asking Nicole. I believe she's an attachment at Minerva. What is the biggest key takeaway you have learned so far from your attachment?
Good morning, everyone. From my internship is that actuarial science is not just about dealing with numbers and getting results. It's also about you understanding what you've worked out and also being able to explain that to whoever you're explaining that to. Because just like what Simba mentioned earlier, you're explaining this to someone who doesn't know actuarial science, who doesn't know what you're working on. So if someone comes to you and asks, you have credited this amount of interest, but what does it mean? You as an actuary, you're supposed to be able to explain what you're supposed to be able to explain your findings to them because they don't know anything. It's like you're explaining to a layman. So you need to be able to explain your findings. You also need to, as an individual, you also need to understand what you're doing. It's not just about you knowing Formula 1, Formula 2, but you also being able to understand what you have worked out and being able to explain that to someone who doesn't know actuarial science.
Thank you, Nicole. My next question goes to the guy with one of the highest IQs in this room, Mr. Kelvin. I wonder if you are still classmates or what, because the things you do are exceptional, to be honest. First question I will ask you, what are the study techniques or routines that have worked best for you when studying, either for the exams or for schoolwork?
Okay, thank you. So, I don't know about the IQ because it's actually a few days before I become official academic. So, we'll see about IQ then. About your question, okay, thank you for the question. You are asking about technique and routines. So, in terms of technique, I try not to think about technique, tips, strategy, all those things. If you go on YouTube or read in other social media, you get many study tips and techniques and stuff like that. But the thing is, we are all different. How you approach studying and how I approach studying is very different. And giving advice, you should take it as advice, not as instruction. It can be poisonous in that way. At high school, we used to hear people who say, "Oh, I don't study, I just study before the day before the exam." But those guys were studying maybe at midnight or something. Who actually lives someone who was studying in a tree. So, in terms of technique, you develop your own technique. I'm an advocate for thinking for yourself. You don't have to take my technique. You have to think of your technique. And how you develop your technique is by actually doing. If you pay attention to how you are retaining information and how you are forgetting information, you will realize what's going on with your studies. And that's what I advocate for. It's sort of active study. You are not just studying as a passive, you are actively studying so that you try to pinpoint, to realize your mistakes, your weaknesses, your strengths, so that your study technique evolves as you go. So that's my take.
All right, thank you. So key takeaway from what you are saying is a person here to identify what's good for you and how best you can study so that you can manage both school and the professional exams. Before I go to Mr. Albert, I would like to ask Mr. Kelvin one more question. I think this is more like a confirmation from what the first presenter had said. So the question is there any trade-off that you have ever faced between exams and personal lives? Because I can say, could you pass my exams? Twitter is about girlfriends. Can I focus more on the exams and to make exams? And that's the thing. So after you say, I will then conclude it is statistically significant if your hypothesis in the first presenter's hypothesis agree. Thank you.
Okay, so thank you for your question. So you are saying exams or school is a personal life.
Yes.
So the thing is, for me, I don't think I am the best for the question. The exams for me are actually personal. So that's the personal life. Personal life. So, what constitutes personal life is, I think it's different for different people. Of course, we generalize. For example, we say friends. That's personal. So, I think the key thing is, again, I go back to my first answer. Know who you are and adjust is. So you have to have the discipline of knowing what's your weakness, where are you going wrong, and any adjustment you have to make to your exam study or to your personal life. I'm not saying that's not the adjustment I'm talking about, but you can adjust the proportion of time in the personal life. But as I said, I know the best guy. Maybe some of us can answer that one because the exams are best.
All right. So from his view, exams and personal life, it's just one and the same thing. If you are about to take the exams, take it as something which is personal to you. Invest your time.
Yeah.
Be serious.
So they are not actually the personal life, but they are part of personal life.
Part of it.
So I think you spend something like 80% or 95% of your life doing your career. So your career is your personal life. I think it's what makes your life.
Okay.
It's your career. So
All right. Thank you. Let's jump out about your friends, but thank you for your insight, Mr. Kelvin. Next question is directed to Mr. Alba, the big data. Are you still the big data or what? So we are about to hear from you, but I would like to thank you for being here with us for this day. Ladies and gentlemen, he lost his father the previous night, so it's something we should appreciate for him to be here, and my condolences, Mr. Alba. May his soul rest in peace.
Thank you very much, Harare.
So the first question for you goes, how has the transition from college to workplace have been for you? I believe you are in ZB Life currently. How has that transition been for you? If I to take you back, many students, they say, after we are done, the market is stiff, there are no jobs in the market. Have you ever been on that waiting period, or is just something which was easy to you? They call you, when will you be done with school? We want you here. Can you explain to us on that?
Yeah, okay, thank you very much, Robert, and good morning to everyone. So, I think the transition from university to the industry, personally, it's not something that I could say it's easy. It's exciting, but at the same time, it has its setbacks. So for me, I think I graduated last year in September, and then I think I started working last month. So yes, I have been at home. So it's not something that is easy, or you can expect to say when you finish with school, you can just go into the industry and then you can get a job. But then there are things that you can do as a student that can make you marketable, because there are things that the industries are expecting from students coming out from the university. So I think focus on doing things like, apart from your technical skills, you also need to have your soft skills, like your communication skills, also your organizational skills, you have problem solving skills as well. So I think those are some of the skills that can help you stand out when you're looking for a job. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Arthur. I don't know if you're looking for the moderator or Mr. Big Data, but thank you. So another question for you, Mr. Arthur. How did your college experience prepare you for the industry?
Okay. Anyways, I think the college experience, it honed my technical skills. So we are looking at mathematics, your statistics, your probability, and so forth, maybe economics as well. But in the industry now, they're looking for critical skills. Maybe you need to harden your technical skills, because now it's a stiff industry, it's a stiff environment out there. They're looking for people with so apart from the academic side of the university, I think the internship year, the third year, is also important.